Amos is a wonder. And I love the fact that she was very assertive at a time when assertiveness and being a Black woman, and let's say a Black woman creative, was very unheard of. She decided that what she was going to do is use her voice, and she was going to use it very well. She's going to say exactly what the truth was. And that's something that I have taken with me just from also the Mecca in truth and service. Everything that I do, I want to bring some light of truth to that, and I want to be of service to everyone around me. Specifically, when I look at Black community, it is very important for us to see ourselves represented and to see us in our fullness and our humanness. And that's not without flaws. So it is important for us to have a safe space to do that. I felt Howard was a very safe space for me after coming from the most segregated city in the nation. So going to Howard and then going to American University and out into the art world, it was very important for me to show up as my full self in every space so that I could live authentically. And I think that that's what Emma Amos has done. And that's what I also try to provide within the classroom, whether I'm sitting down as the scholar or as the educator, and also as a cultural organizer for Black Women of Print. I make sure that we are visible.
I agree wholeheartedly. Emma Amos, her quote, her specific quote was, "To enter the studio is a political act." And she's absolutely right. That's true for many artists, but especially true for Black women. When she began her career, she was a textile designer, an exceptional one, and she wove on her own looms, and she was very successful. However, she understood that fabric and textile art was considered women's work and would not be taken as seriously as the so-called high art of painting. And eventually she did shift gears and become a painter. But much like her compatriot Faith Ringgold, she chose to incorporate textiles into her painting practice so that almost all of her paintings are framed with fabric, with textiles that either she wove herself or she purchased in her travels around the world. So she's dealing with this issue of being a woman in a man's business, the art business. Also, there's an amazing painting that she did, which is in one of my books on African-American women artists, where it's called Worksuit, where she puts her head on the body, the naked body of a famous white European artist named Lucien Freud, the grandson of Sigmund Freud. And she is wearing big black work shoes with shoelaces, and she's got a paintbrush in one hand, and she's looking down at a blonde-haired, pale-skinned model who's posing nude for her. And she is essentially saying in this painting that if a Black woman wants to become a successful artist, she has to put on the costume, the accoutrements of a white male. She has to be tough and strong and paint large-scale paintings. She can't get caught doing small-scale fabric things, or she'll be accused of making dolls or blankets or whatever. So this is politics. To be a Black woman artist is by nature political. And so people like Emma Amos, as Tanikia mentioned, are trailblazers, teaching the next generation how to manage this very difficult situation.